Hi guys, it's Belle here and welcome back for Margarete Miller Monday, and it is week 31. Don't forget to use that hashtag to see what everyone is doing, and let's get started. So an architectural element. I had this fun piece out of a magazine and I thought that we could have like the spires maybe, or even the house. I mean, we have got this one as well, which might work, but I really like this one. So that's what I'm thinking. That's our architectural element. It's a huge one to fit on here, but it will work. Stained paper. So I have this that has been stained with, I believe, Brusho crystals. A doll or toy. So I have this little image. And if you can see, she has paper dolls there. So that's for that. Something in vibrant red. Right, so I have this little scrap. Again, it's from, got all that red too. It's from Daphne's Diary, which, you know, we can't use to sell in any work that we sell, so it's good to use in collages. But you've got this lovely red. And then something imaginary that's also red, but it's a darker red, is this cute little dragon. And bonus, a piece from a colouring book page. Now again, I think it was from a Daphne's Diary. It might have been from something else. I have, again, talk about pick out the most massive things you can find for a tiny index card. This bit with all these flowers that you're supposed to colour in. So I thought in particular I really like this flower, but I also really like the tulips. So I don't know if I want to cut one of those out first and have it on there, or whether I want to have like more of a, what's the word? I believe the word I'm looking for is border. Sorry, I'm stretching to find my scissors. So these ones I'll have to do. So let's get started. Architectural. I really kind of like this spire, but we're not going to get the whole spire on here. So maybe... I'm trying to see what I would like. I feel like I would really like this. So if I just put a pencil mark around that, then I'm going to chippity chop that on my paper trimmer. If I can move everything. Do you know what, guys? I'm really in a bit of a struggle today. So I've done something to my back, and I can't tell you what I've done to my back because I don't actually know. A few years ago, because, you know, I'm getting old now. A few years ago, I did something to my back, and it was the first time ever I'd had back troubles where I couldn't move or anything. And then that's happened 2 other times, but usually that doesn't seem to be going straight. Usually I know when I've done it. Usually you feel it. And this time, guys, I'm not kidding you, I didn't feel anything at all. And I just woke up yesterday thinking, oh, my back feels a bit, it just feels a bit off. And as the day went on, it got worse and worse. And honestly, I am in not only a lot of pain, which sucks to be me because I can't actually take most medicines, including anti-inflammatories. I can't actually take them. So the only pain relief I can take is paracetamol, which doesn't help because it's not an anti-inflammatory. And anything like that. And I am just in pain and I'm really limited. Now, I'm looking on the bright side because right now the bright side is that I can at least still do more than just lie down flat in agony. The bright side is I can still walk about, and with a little bit of you know, maneuvering, get up and down from a seated position. So I'm looking on the bright side, guys, because, you know, I have been in situations where even that was impossible. So, yes, that's a bit interesting. I don't know if I want to cut her actually out so that she's standing. And I also want to be able to use this somewhere. I'm wondering if I want to use, so I've got like this art scrap too, whether I want to use that behind or whether I want to use part of this behind, which you don't really see the leaf, do you? But it's better than just that. Let's have a look if there's something else in here. We've got some dots in here, so maybe it'd look better with a white kind of background. Maybe. Let's glue it on there. So yes, so there are positives, but this is why I try and be so careful, because I'm so limited in any medications that I can take without them having negative effects, or, you know, just not allowed to take them due to other health conditions. I'm normally so careful, so I don't understand what I have done. But as I said, I'm going to look at the bright side and just think about the fact that I have more movement than I sometimes have in this situation. So, you know, it is what it is. I think I'm just annoyed that I don't know how it happened. So I think that's what's kind of annoying me a little bit. I was thinking if we have that up, we could have it over as the tab. Like we could make that the actual tab, which might look quite nice. If I trim it straight, I wonder if I could round up. Oh, maybe not stretch, Belle. Maybe not stretch. Oh my goodness. And do you know what's funny, guys? So last week's index card, the little pink French thing, which I know a few of you were like, oh my goodness, that's a bit different for you. It's gone missing. It went missing that day. I might make that the tab. I don't know if I like it as such though. Yeah, it's gone missing, guys. And oh my goodness me, I don't know where it is. I cannot find it. I have been going crazy looking for it, and it's nowhere to be found. And I feel like it's flown off into the ether by itself. I mean, yeah. And that's also really frustrating me, because obviously these are a collection that I then want to share with you once they're all finished. And the fact that that one has gone missing, I'm telling you, these craft goblins lately, they still haven't given back one of the metal rulers that's gone missing. I mean, I found the other one, which is good because it's the larger one. But my little small one, which is brilliant for using with the craft knife, has that turned up? No, of course not. And a few other bits and bobs. And now a whole index card, which I just do not know. I have looked everywhere. And yeah. Now I did have the idea that if I really can't find it, which will completely frustrate me, I did take a photo of it. So worst comes to worst, I can print it off and stick it on an index card just so that the collection's complete. So there is a workaround, but I'm just one of those people that when something's missing, it stays in my head and annoys me. until I can find it. Like, I'm just one of those people. Yeah, it really does bother me. So I have no idea why that has happened. Yeah, don't even know if we need that one. It's giving me kind of an eyeball and stalk kind of feel. Maybe I don't even want that as the tab. Maybe I just want that straight. Do you know what? I think I do. I think I just want it straight, and we'll make something else the tab. Or I could have this at the tab as a tab, but in a different area. So I think I want that straight. And then we can kind of have that poking out and cut off the bottom. That's all good, good, good. And then we have our little girl. She's one of the gorgeous girls, and I don't just mean, oh, isn't she gorgeous? I mean, like, she's part of the Gorgeous Girl collection. And I'm going to be honest, I love that collection. I had so much Gorgeous Girl bits and bobs. Everything you can think of. Paper, die cuts, you know, stamps, everything. Even things like, you know, they bring out purses and pads and pens and all that fun stuff. But obviously, when you then start making things to sell, it's great for your own scrapbooking and card making and things if you're just gifting. But when you're making things to sell, you can't actually use them, you know, copyright, which I completely understand. But I ended up getting rid of almost my complete Gorgeous Girl collection of paper products, because I just don't have the time to craft as is. So having things that I can't actually use made no sense. I don't like that. I feel like I want her with the leaf. I can move this over a little bit, and I feel like I want her with the leaf. And we can have her little dragon pal down with her. And I know there's a lot of space here, but I've got this. Oh, we've still got our red. So I've got this little this is where my story starts. And I feel like that's what she's doing. You know, you cut paper dolls. Oh, getting an ink pad. You cut paper dolls out of paper, books, whichever. And then, hold on. Oh, sorry guys, I was getting one of my inks. My whole craft room / living room is an absolute disaster at the moment, because I was in the middle of getting certain things ready for other videos, as well as putting other things away because I don't need them now. Might put that up there. Let's try this. I don't need them now because I'm clearing away and everything's everywhere. And to be honest, for my back to go right now is just not. It's not the time. It's not the time, guys. Do I like that like that? Do I want it up here a little bit? I'm just playing now. I feel like it's not coming together the way I would like it to. Do we want that up there? A little pop of red. We're still getting that architecture detail. I think so. I think I'm going to stick this on first, guys. So yeah, everything's a mess, and if you've been here for a while, you will know I do not like mess. I do not cope well with creative mess. I like everything to be neat and put away, and I know I could use this as the tab, but I'm not going to. But what I am going to do, I'm just going to glue it over the side. Yes, so yeah, I do not cope well with mess in my craft area or in my living space. Like, I just don't cope well with it. So everything is everywhere and things have fallen and I can't pick them up. You gotta laugh, guys. I'm just looking at things going, well, that's gonna have to stay on the floor for the moment until one, my back is feeling better today, or two, my other half gets home from work. That's gonna have to stay there. And it also means I've got to be limited in what I'm using, because I don't want to use anything that could fall and then be chewed by one of my kitty cats and cause them to be, you know, swallow something dangerous. So yeah, it's a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. And the awful thing is, because my craft room is in my living room, I can't even just sit down and relax, because as I'm then looking around, I'm going around all these corners, all I can see is mess. And I'm like, it's driving me insane. And I don't even know where I've put my bin, because it's usually beside me. Oh, this is, it's a thing. Do I want to put another one on there? Like, I can layer those up maybe. Yeah, it's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole thing. There's your little dragon. It's like, what are you making? I'm making some paper dolls. Yeah. Oh, I've just decided today is not my day. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that was interesting that came out and went all over my table. Thankfully these are, and now this has fallen on. All right, guys, just don't craft when oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to do that. That's oh my goodness. Here is where my story starts, with a bad back and now a dragon that's really, I mean, it looks a bit like fire, so I suppose it's not too bad. With our little dragon. Love me a dragon. And then we could do a little tab. Oh my gosh, I can hear someone outside and I don't know if it's an animal, a kid or what, but it almost sounds like a gibbon, which I know is weird, but that's what it sounds like. I mean, you know, have you seen those programs, or do you live somewhere where you've got wild gibbons and they make that very, very distinctive morning call? Yeah, it sounds like that. So I don't know. I do not know what's going on outside. Yeah, 31. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that this index card doesn't go missing, because otherwise I'm just gonna think there's a hole. And what I would really like to do is stitch this on, but I don't even know how I'm gonna kind of maneuver to my sewing machine, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna glue today. I don't even know if this is in the right place, because one, I don't think it is. I think this is where the tab was on last week's, and I normally like to stagger them, but do you know what? We're just going with it today. Let's just be glad that one, we get a video up, even though it probably isn't the best video you're ever gonna see on my channel, and two, that I actually get this. I've got a few things pre-filmed, but there was other things that I was waiting, one, for inspiration to hit, and two, I was looking for bits for that video. So I've got a few things filmed, but there's still a couple of videos I need to film for the week. So, and this was one of them. Oh, dear me. Yeah, Belle. Well, do you know what? It's not the worst card I've done. So it just feels like, oh my gosh, I need my black pen. Is this the, yeah. It just feels like it's been quite the experience. So let's check. I'm wondering actually if I want to go around this, or like at least do like a line down the middle. Let's do it. I've got the pen out, so let's kind of just do it. And then we can do like, you know, like leaves. Let's do that. So wow, what a day. Oh, some days just like that. And you're already there now, Mr. Dragon. Okay, so that's it, guys. We got it done. And actually, I don't mind it. So let's have a look. An architectural element. So we've got rooftops. Stained paper over here. A doll or a toy. She's got paper dolls. Something in vibrant red. Well, we had the background paper. We've got her dress, actually, as well. Something imaginary. My little itty bitty dragon, and bonus a piece of a colouring book page. So that is there, and that is today's one. And I am going to make sure that I put this exactly where they're supposed to go, which is not in the index box. I actually normally keep them up behind me for the week. One, so that it's easy for me to grab them when I'm doing like an Instagram post or something, or if I'm doing something else, and two, just because I like to see it through the week, and kind of then it keeps me thinking about the one that's coming the next week and what I might do with that, you know, it's inspiration. And so I'm sure the other one was up there, but it's gone missing. So this is today's one, guys. Yeah, I hope you like it. It's been a weird video. I'm feeling very happy that I've actually got one done. And that's it. Thank you for watching. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.